when you joined, Lego was in a degree of trouble, and it had perhaps divested almost to the point of destruction. How do you now, because the brand is back up and running again, it's doing incredibly well, which must mean that opportunity after opportunity is coming your way as more and more people again start saying, oh, we could do this with Lego. How do you make sure you don't repeat those mistakes?
Exactly. No, but I agree. I think actually it's a golden rule in business that most companies don't die from starvation, they die from indigestion, because there's so much opportunity if you start opening your eyes to it. One of the rules I stick to is you can really only build an adjacency to your core business every 3 to 5 years, because it's such a major undertaking in terms of culture and capabilities. And that's what we did wrong in the past. Rather than doing one adjacency every 3 to 5 years, we did 3 to 5 adjacencies every year. So I think that's what nearly killed us. The other thing it does, by the way, of course, is that people lose focus on their core business as they pursue these new adjacencies that become the new sexy thing to do. And so for me, a major paradigm shift is the core business is what is the most exciting and what we need to continue to reinvent every year and make sure we build our business on in the future.
And of course you've done, a tremendous job at Lego, not that you need me to tell you that. What have been your key lessons around adapting the enterprise?
I think it was obvious that the strategy was wrong, but actually we didn't know what the right strategy would be, because it looked like it was the right strategy on paper. So we actually, for the first 2 years of this new transformation of the company, said, look, we don't have a strategy. We just have an action plan, which is a plan of detailed actions we intend to carry through. And by doing that, you start building confidence again. Only then did we develop a new strategy for Lego, which then is the second phase of adaptation. And I think the major distinction we made, and maybe we could do it because we're a family-owned business, is that many companies in this situation, in my experience, will say, let's grow. Once we get growing, we'll get profitability. We said for the next 3 years, there's going to be no growth. In actual fact, we did grow a little bit, but we said there's going to be no growth, but productivity will be manyfold increased. So it's kind of like if you look at a national economy and a government goes out and say, there's not going to be any growth in the economy, there's not going to be any growth in consumption by consumers in this country, but what we're going to do is we're going to make this country far more competitive than it is today. That's what we did with the Lego Group.
That clear plan was yours, I'm guessing that was your...
Yeah, but here's a point that I really like to explain, is that plan is a super generic plan. It says we'll spend a couple of years to stabilize the business and restore execution. We're going to spend 3 years restoring profitability, and then eventually we're going to get back to organic growth. You'll find such a plan in any management consultant's handbook. It's even on the first pages of that handbook. Some people have looked at the plan and said, "Wow, that must be the Knudstorp survival plan. It's my name." I said, "No, look, it's super generic." Leadership is not about these conceptual ideas. The difference between the good and the bad leadership, did you actually do it? And it's like your New Year's resolutions, right? Everybody has a New Year's resolution. I need to eat more healthy. I need to get some exercise. But that's not the insight. And too many leaders think, oh, I must lose weight is the insight. That's not the insight. The insight is actually making it happen through 8,000 people.